All right, and so you open up the Brother Canvas Workspace program and you come over here to the artboard. You click on that and we're going to change the artboard size to rolled material. Then we'll come back here to text, because in this case I'm going to make some text. And I'll just say Terry's Creative Corner. Then I will just select it. Okay, so I've got my text selected. I'm going to come up here and I think I will change this to the Liverpool font. So I'll just select Liverpool and I'm going to come over here and edit it. And I will change this to maybe 11 inches by 2. I don't want to maintain the aspect ratio, so 11 by 2. And I want to squeeze that in a little more. And so that looks pretty good. So I'll just, I can maybe make that a little bit bigger. So I'll bring it a little bit bigger. And then I'll come up to File, and I'm going to transfer the FCM file via the internet. And then click OK. And now we'll go to the ScanNCut. All right, the first step is the lever at the side of the machine you want to put into position number 2. All right, next we want to attach the roll feeder. All right, and the next step you want to come over to the right side of the machine. Okay, you want to release this lever right here. Slide this over as far as it can go, and then lock it back down. And next we'll take our roll feeder, we'll take the upper part of it, it just lifts right off, and you'll notice it has some little gullies right here. That is going to go over the bar, and so you just slide this on until it snaps into place like that. Alright, and next we've got this part, and so you just lift up the sides. This side over here has a little release catch that you can use to adjust this position here. So you want to have this all the way out to the outside. Then you have these 2 hooks right here that are going to go in these 2 hooks on your ScanNCut, or 2 holes. And so just like that. And so you'll just put it between the 2 little slots and then tighten this up. And then you're going to put this edge so that it's just beyond this. And then you'll remove the little cutter right here and move the cutter so that it's over to the right hand side. All right, and then you'll just cut it like that. And then you can remove the cutter and put it back on its little slot here. Then you want to align it with the little tab on this side and just push it on in. Alright, now we're back at the ScanNCut. Okay, next we're going to come over here and select the roll feeder. And step 1, attach the roll feeder. Just in case you don't know how, this gives you step-by-step instructions on how to attach the roll feeder. And there's 15 pages. And on this page it shows you how to load the roll. So the last step is load the rolled material. And A is the reference line, so that's right here. Okay, and then press the load. Okay, so we're now loading it. And then start to cut the rolled material. And we're going to retrieve it from the internet. And there's what we made in the ScanNCut canvas. Please select. We'll select cut. And start. Okay, now it says finish. And it says rolled material moves to the trimmer position on the base attachment. Keep your hands away from the rolled material. And I will click OK. And now it says to trim off the rolled material. So once again, I'm going to take my trimmer, just lift it off the front here. I'm going to move my trimmer so that it's all the way to the right. I'll put it on the 2 little notches here. And then I'm just going to trim off my piece. Then I'll put this back in here. Then I'll click OK. Unload the rolled material and I'll say yes. And then we have our finished cut piece. And so I will take my roll and the little piece of tape that came with it, I'll just use that to seal it back up. And then that's it. Okay, and now we'll do the reverse to take this down. So you just fold these flaps down and you just lift this up and then snap it back into place here. And lift those from the slots. You can see the 2 slots here went into these 2 little holes here. And then we are going to take this and we're going to set it into the unlock position, which is up. First of all, we need to release this. So we're going to slide this back to the edge, and then we want to put it back in the lock position. So right now, you can't see it very well because there's no light. And then we just slide this back. And then we've got that back in the lock position. And then lastly, this little lever on the side, we want to move that back to the 1 position. And so now we're finished with the ScanNCut part. Okay, and now I am going to weed out all of the unwanted areas. Now I'm going to cut about 3 inches of the vinyl transfer paper. Then I'll remove the release paper from the transfer paper and then put it down on my piece, and I'll use my bone folder to make sure that I've got a good connection with the transfer paper. And now I'll use the transfer paper to transfer the vinyl to where I want it to be. And again, I'll use my bone folder to make sure it's got a good connection. Then I'll carefully remove the transfer paper. And then I have my finished result. And here's the finished result. You notice I found the dot for the eye in Creative. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!